Hello everyone. In previous class we discussed the superposition theorem. Today we will discuss the forces due to multiple charge, or you can say some numerical based on superposition theorem. So we will start with the first numerical, that is charges of 2 microcoulomb, 3 microcoulomb and 4 microcoulomb are placed at the corners of an equilateral triangle having each side 10 centimeter. Calculate net force on 3 microcoulomb. Okay. So first we will try to figure it out. So what are the charges? That is 2 microcoulomb, 3 microcoulomb and 4 microcoulomb are placed at the corners of an equilateral triangle. So first we will draw an equilateral triangle having vertices A, B and C, and it is given that all the length of side is 10 centimeter. So 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Okay, and charges are 2, 3 and 4 microcoulomb. So let A having the charge 2 microcoulomb, B having the charge 3 microcoulomb and C having the charge 4 microcoulomb. Okay, here you can see all charges are positive in nature. That means they will repel each other. That means at B, A will repel B in the direction like this. Okay, so this is the force on B due to A. So FBA, and this will be the force, that is FBC. Force on B due to C, and we know that the angle between is 60 degree. Okay, in equilateral triangle we are having the angle 60 degree. Okay, so if it is 60 degree, this will be equals to 60 degree by vertically opposite angle. Clear? Now we have to calculate the net force on 3 microcoulomb. So here it is given that we have two different forces, FBA and FBC. Okay. Now first we will find the FBA. First we will find the magnitude, then we will find out the direction. So it is K Q1 Q2 upon R square, and we know the value of K, that is 9 into 10 to the power 9, Q1, that is charge on A, which is 2 microcoulomb, that means 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 upon R square. What is R? That is distance between these two charges, that is equals to 10 centimeter. So you convert it into meter, it becomes 10 by 100 and whole square. Okay. Okay. So 3 to the 6, 9 6 is 54. into, so it becomes 1 by 10, so 10 to the power minus 1 into 2, 10 to the power minus 2, move it up, so 10 to the power plus 2 plus 9, 11, 10 to the power plus 11 minus 12, which is equals to 554 into 10 to the power minus 1, or 5.4 Newton. So this is the value of FBA. What about FBC? FBC is equals to again K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Value of K is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Okay. Q1, that is charge is 4 microcoulomb, and here it is Q2 is 3 microcoulomb. So into 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 upon R square, that is again 10 by 100 whole square. Solve it. So here it is 4 3 are 12, 12 9 are 128 into, again the power will be same, that is 10 to the power 11 minus 12, which is equals to 1 sorry 12 9 that is 108. So 108 into 10 to the power minus 1, which is equals to 10.8 Newton. Okay. Now if we have to solve two vectors which are aligned at an angle 60 degree, then we know the formula to solve, that is resultant vector R is equals to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. In class 11 we have studied it. So where magnitude of R. Here in place of A we have FBC. In place of B, we have FBA, and angle between them is 60 degree. So, resultant force F, which will be in the direction of like this. This will be the resultant value, that is F. So, F is equals to under root FBA square plus FBC square plus 2 FBA into FBC into cos 60 degree. Okay, the value of FBA is 5.4 Newton. So 5.4 whole square plus 10.8 whole square plus 2 into 5.4 into 10.8 into cos 60 is 1 by 2. So this can be cancelled out. Now we'll take 5.4 whole square as common. What we have now? Here we have 1. 10.8 can be written as 2 into 5.4. So 5.4 square is taken as common. So here we have 2 square. That means 4. Here 5.4, this can be written as 2 into 5.4. So 5.4 into 5.4 is taken as common. What we have now, that is 2. This can be written as, so now we can take 5.4 out of the square root. So this will be equals to 5.4 into, here we have under root 7 Newton. So this is the resultant force on 3 coulomb charge, that is 5.4 root 7 Newton. Clear? Now, next numerical. Charges of 2 microcoulomb, 3 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb. Charges of 2 microcoulomb, 3 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb and 5 microcoulomb are placed at the corners of a square ABCD respectively, having each side under root 4.5 meter long. Find the net force at the center of a square where a charge of 1 microcoulomb is placed. Okay. So we have a square ABCD. ABCD. Okay, and the charges are 2 microcoulomb, 3 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb and 5 microcoulomb. Okay. Now we have to calculate having each side under root 4.5 meter. So at center 1 coulomb charge is placed. Let this point is O and charge is 1 microcoulomb. Okay. So we have to calculate the net force over here. So first we will calculate this force AO. And all charges are positive, so force will be repulsive force. So this is force on O due to A, FOA. This will be FOD. Okay. This will be FOC. This will be FOB. Here. So first we will calculate FOB and FOA. So FOB is equals to K, that is K Q1 Q2 upon R square. We will use this formula. So K, that is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1, that is 2 microcoulomb. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 1 into upon R square, that is AO. So we don't know the value of AO. So first we will calculate the value of AO. So in right angle triangle BCD, okay, so we will calculate first BD and divide it by 2. So we will have the value of BO or DO. So BD is equals to under root H is equals to hypotenuse is equals to under root perpendicular square plus base square. So this is 4.5 under root whole square plus which is equals to 3. So AO is equals to BO is equals to CO is equals to DO is equals to 3 by 2 meter. Okay, so it becomes 3 by 2 whole square. Now let's solve it. Okay, so after putting values 3 by 2 over here, now we calculate the value. Here it becomes 9 into 10 to the power plus 9 minus 12, and here it is 9 into 2 upon 9 into 4. This will be cancelled out. So here it is 2 4 ja 8 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Okay, now sorry, it is FOA. Now we calculate this value, that is FOC. So FOC is equals to, again we will put the values. So here everything will be same, only the difference in these two values. This will be cancelled out again because the distance is same for all. AO, BO, CO, DO are equal, so distance will same. Only we will multiply the value of 4 with the charges. So here in this case charge is 4. That means 4 into 2. 4 into 4, sorry. That is 16 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Okay. 16 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Similarly, FOD, that is value is 5. That means 5 into 4. That means 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. And FOB, that is FOB is 3 into 4. That is 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Okay. Now here you can see these two are opposite forces. That means we will find first the resultant. Okay. So FOA and FOC, let the resultant is F1. Okay. So for F1, let this direction is anyone, you can take any direction as positive and another one is as negative. So 16 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 8 into 10 to the power minus 3. Because these two are opposite, that means the resultant force will be and similarly F2 is equals to 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 8, sorry 12, not 10, 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 which is equals to again 8 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. Okay. Now we have two forces, that is F1 and F2. So what are the net forces in these two? Again we calculate the value of F. So F is equals to under root F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos 90 degree, because the angle between these two is 90 degree. If one will act here, another will act here or here, either here or here, so the angle between them is 90 degree. So the value of this term is 0. Now what we have? Here you can see F1, magnitude of F1 and F2 is same. That means 8 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square plus 8 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. That means 8 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square 1 plus 1. That means 8 into 10 to the power minus 3 into root 2, or F is equals to 8 root 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. This is the resultant force will act at the center of the 1 coulomb charge. Third dimension. Find the net force on 1 coulomb charge. A, B, C. It is given that each side is equals to A and charges is plus Q at each corners. We have to find the net charge at this point. That is, we have to find the net force on 1 coulomb charge. Okay. So first we draw a median from each vertices. Okay, let this point is O and this point is D, E, F. So first we will calculate this distance. Okay. So as we know that the angle between here, this angle is 60 degree because this is equilateral triangle, and if the length of each side is A, so this becomes A by 2 and A by 2. So in triangle ADB, right angle triangle ADB, tan 60 degree, because we have to find the AD. Tan 60 degree is equals to perpendicular, that is AD upon BD, that is base. Okay, so AD is equals to BD into tan 60 degree. Value of BD is A by 2 into tan 60 degree is root 3. So this becomes root 3 by 2 A. Okay, so we got the value of AD. Now we'll find out the value of AO, BO and CO respectively. So as we know that this value is 2/3 of the total. That means AO is equals to BO is equals to CO is equals to 2/3 of √3/2A. Here this will be cancelled out. So this becomes A upon √3. Okay. Now we can calculate the force on 1 coulomb charge. Okay. So this becomes, this is F1. Okay. This is F2 and here F3. One more thing. If these three are equal, that means each angle will be 120° each. So now first we will calculate the F1. So F1 is equals to, as we know that F is equals to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Okay, from Coulomb's law. So F1 is equals to Q1, that is first we will put the value of K, Q, and here the another charge is 1 coulomb. So we will put only into 1 upon R square. Then distance between them is A value 3. This becomes 3kq upon A square. Similarly, if we find the F2 and F3, we will get the same result. So F2 is equals to kq into 1 upon A by √3 whole square. That means 3kq upon A square. And similarly, F3 is equals to 3kq upon A square. Okay. Now, first we will calculate the resultant vector between F2 and F3. This is the F resultant R, FR. Okay, and angle between these two is 120°. So, FR is equals to under root F2 square plus F3 square plus 2F2 F3 cos 120° F2 square. So if these three are equal, so can we put F1 is equals to F2 equals to F3 equals to F. So F square plus F square plus 2F into cos 120°. Cos 120° is minus 1/2. So these two will be cancelled out. Here it becomes F square plus F square. 2F square minus plus minus minus F square. So F square or F. So value of FR is F. Okay. And value of F1 is again the F. So here we can write magnitude of FR vector and F vector are equal, but they are opposite in direction. Hence, they will cancel each other. Clear? That means the net force at the center will be 0. Clear? So this is some basic. These are some basic numerical based on the superposition theorem. In next class we will start the electric field. Thank you.